now.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for tonight's main event. 12 rounds. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. And he just holds on there. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Double jab right to the face. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. How critical is it, Teddy? How important is it that when you have a straight right hand, like the fighter we're seeing here tonight, that you know how to set the table with that jab?
Yeah, Joe, that jab is a table setter. It's a fork that allows you to eat. Otherwise, you get food all over your hands.
Up top with the right hand. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Vitali Klitschko's making for a very inviting target right now. You can see the blood around that eye. The cut is obviously worse than it was just moments ago. Lennox Lewis is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He did not see that right hand at all. He may want to tie up. Lewis is in a tough spot here. He could go down with that bad defense.
No need to be on the inside.
See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Vitali Klitschko. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Lennox Lewis. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. And that does it for this round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Vitali Klitschko's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Oh, what an exchange! Lewis is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Obviously, so many career highlights in the career of Lennox Lewis as we watch him in action here tonight. But one of the things he's most proud of is that he was able to face and beat all the heavyweights of his generation, including getting Mike Tyson at the end of Mike Tyson being Mike Tyson.
You know, you use the word proud, and I think that that's so important here. We look at the right hand of Lennox. We look at the size of Lennox, but the pride, that legacy you talked about, he brings that into the ring. That makes him strong.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Vitali Klitschko. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Lennox Lewis is probably thinking to himself that he found an early answer. The counter punch doing damage here.
And his opponent's thinking, what the heck am I doing? Am I shadow boxing? Because I'm not finding nothing. But I tell you, if I am shadow boxing, that shadow, it has a little bit of a punch. It's hitting me back.
Good exchange, scoring well with the right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Here's a right hand by Vitali. His opponent has to get out of the way of that. A crushing counter punch by Lewis. Very nice work with the double jab up top. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner, what he did early. because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
You talk to Vitali Klitschko enough, and you get the sense of his appreciation of the sweet science. Well, they're landing the combination punch. Klitschko looked like a veteran scientist. He engages in the clinch. Smart boxing here. Good effective work with the counter punch by Lewis. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Vitali Klitschko's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. Halfway through this round here. Turns over that hook, and he does damage upstairs. Move your head. A violent Vitali we're seeing here, landing that uppercut. Lewis's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. That's why they call it the sweet science. Good work by Lewis.
Yeah, real smart there, making him miss, making him pay.
And that's the end of round 3. And over again. Well, with 3 rounds complete here, it's worth a look at Teddy's scorecard to see where he sees it. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Lennox Lewis. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Lewis's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the cornerman is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
Vitali Klitschko's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Vitali Klitschko. Vitali Klitschko's combination punching is working well here. Lewis is proving to be elusive. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Well, we're watching Lennox Lewis here tonight, but Teddy, you know, a lot of American fight fans, sometimes they turn the other way with Lennox Lewis. They never really got behind him because they don't like the way he acts. And bang, and away he goes. And remember Lennox Lewis down in South Africa against Asim Rahman? Visions of that right now as the power punch landed.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lennox Lewis showing that championship heart, rising up after being knocked down. Unable to connect by Vitali Klitschko. It's almost as if he's jousting with that left hand. Vitali Klitschko brings so much behind it. 4th round now with its last 10 seconds. Good smooth work by Lewis. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Listen, I need to see some counter punches, okay? Whenever he misses, count.
You won that round, all right? You
A new round underway here. Lewis is hoping that he doesn't make a defensive flaw like he did in the last round. That cost him a knockdown.
See, that's where another set of eyes come in. That's where you depend on your corner. They're calm enough. They can see something that you didn't see. Because hopefully the corner has told him what he did wrong.
Watch that!
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Vitali Klitschko.
Finish with the hook!
Vitali Klitschko's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success.
Left and right! Left!
Lewis's punch is far off the target. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Vitali Klitschko's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Blocks away that headshot. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Lennox Lewis. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Vitali Klitschko's right hand working well that time. He scored well. And round 5 comes to an end. Lewis's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. He had his eyes set on. Oh! Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lewis is now getting back up off the canvas. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Lennox blocks a punch. When Vitali Klitschko has that jab working, then the straight punch comes with ease. He just missed that shot up top. Lewis's blocking ability is doing well for him there. That is a strong uppercut there. You know, leaning in against Vitali Klitschko is a recipe for disaster, and that uppercut just landed.
Keep working the body.
Vitali Klitschko's able to avoid that punch. Look at that! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's over. The fight is over. Vitali Klitschko's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
By way of knockout, your winner, Vitali Dr. Iron Fist Klitschko.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.